Whole Foods CEO slammed for suggesting Americans wouldn't need healthcare if they'd eat better. Whole Foods CEO, clearly, we're making bad choices in the way we eat. Whole Foods CEO John Mackey is facing backlash for suggesting Americans wouldn't need healthcare if they'd eat better. As Americans battle a healthcare and hunger crisis during COVID-19 with millions of jobless Americans without health insurance, the Amazon-owned company is being slammed by critics after Mackey's comments on Freakonomics Radio surfaced. I mean, honestly, we talk about healthcare. The best solution is not to need healthcare, Mackey said in the November 4 interview with host Stephen Dubner that went viral on Tuesday, CNBC first reported. The best solution is to change the way people eat, the way they live, the lifestyle, and diet. There's no reason why people shouldn't be healthy and have a longer health span. A bunch of drugs is not going to solve the problem, he continued. Mackey, 67, also said in the interview that 71% of Americans are overweight and that 42.5% are obese, claiming, clearly, we're making bad choices in the way we eat. It's not a sustainable path. And so, I'm calling it out. The commentary was met with a wave of criticism on social media Tuesday, with people calling his responses tone-deaf as millions of Americans are left without health care and as food banks struggle to keep up with unprecedented demand. Wealthy CEOs making these broad sweeping statements while refusing to acknowledge how most Americans are simply unable to live these lol I'm healthy BC I eat and sleep well lifestyles is so tone deaf. Please leave it in 2020, one critic scoffed on Twitter. Another wrote, does this apply to the hundreds of team members who have gotten COVID while working at Whole Foods? Do they not need health care, Johnny? One user remarked on Twitter. Others noted Mackey's disregard for those suffering from mental health conditions. Whole Foods guy say we need to eat better instead of having health care, excuse me while I get prescribed carrots for my depression, another user posted on Twitter. The comments come as more Americans rely on food banks as a result of job losses spurred by the pandemic. Indeed, more than 50 million people and more than 17 million children living in the U.S. were projected to be food insured